Hi there. If you're anything like me, you're 6 foot, a Virgo, and respond to the name Dudley. Also, you have a bunch of old Christmas lights you don't know what to do with. Like a lot of homeowners, I've sort of made the change to LED, but I have all these little minis in all different colors in the attic, and I felt like I needed to do something with them. More is more. So today on Dudley's Cheap and Easy, I'm going to teach you a quick craft to make a big hoe. You'll see. Okay, so today we're actually going to be using a material I haven't done a lot of stuff with, but I've seen and I thought it was quite versatile and actually pretty inexpensive. It is corrugated plastic. This is the same kind of stuff that you see political signs and realtor signs in the front yards of people's homes. It's essentially just cardboard, but made out of plastic, so it won't get damaged in the rain and has a little more stability and will hold up for longer. You can buy this in a 2x4 sheet for about $9 at Home Depot, or you can get a huge 8x4 sheet for about $20. So always the deal person. I got the big one, cut it in half, was able to strap it to my car and take it home and begin this craft. So what you're going to want to start with, or at least for this one, I decided to make a big hoe. Yes, there will be double entendres throughout the episode. Just the big letters H-O, and I spent a long time figuring out how to use 300 Christmas lights to fill it in as evenly and as methodically as possible. And if you look in the section down there, there'll be a link so that you can download the template yourself. And remember, with it, you can scale it up, scale it down, whatever you need. I think my final one ended up being, I'm going to say around 2 feet by 3 feet. You'll notice in the template there's a backwards version. That's essentially because if you're going to be using a marker and marking up your corrugated plastic, you might as well do it on the back where it's not going to show. I start by tracing the letters and then going back in with the marker and doing little knots on wherever the lights are going to be. If you don't have a projector, you can simply print this out at whatever size you want to. Remember, no matter how big you make it, it's still going to be 300 lights, so feel free to scale it to whatever your media is. You could also do this on cardboard, although it probably won't have as long a life, or if you want to get fancy, you can cut it out of like a thin luan and make it out of wood. Once you have the outline cut out, I knew I was making multiples, so I just traced it on another piece of corrugated plastic and cut that out as well. Then when it came time for making the holes, I taped the two together and used a drill to just individually make holes through both of them, slightly smaller than the barrel of the mini lights. Okay, so once it's cut out and you drill the holes in it, it should look something like this, a big hoe. Now, you could leave it like this and it would be fine. Hey, the color of whatever lights you have is going to make this whole thing shine whatever color you want it to be. But I want it to be a little extra, because that's what Christmas is, a little extra. So I am going to make it candy cane striped. I got easy, just not frog tape, not blue tape, just regular old masking tape. I'm going to start taping out candy cane stripes. And how I do this, the good thing is you already have sort of lines to follow, because each of those little dots that you made for the lights is actually on an angle if you want it to be. So you can do the diagonal stripes across. How I do it and how I think it looks most interesting is to do essentially a free space that is 2 tapes wide, piece of tape, 1 tape wide, piece of tape, 2 tapes wide, rather than just making it uniform, because most candy canes have a thick stripe, thin stripe, thick stripe. So if you can wrap your head around that, 2 tapes wide space, piece of tape. 1 tape wide piece of space, tape. You get it. I'm going to show you. You know, I eye a lot of things on this show, and if you are a measurer, feel free to measure, but you can do it pretty well off the dots that are already down there. Ta-da! Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but I'm going to take it outside, I'm going to spray paint it with red spray paint, and then I'll come back in here and show you the reveal of how it looks. Ta-da! Okay, I'm back from the garage. I've added a little piece of, I think this is a yard stake that is about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. I've screwed it onto the back just to give it a little more stability. You don't have to, but if you're planning on mounting it to something, it's good to have that there. Okay, let's see. Let's do the big reveal. Piece number 1. Not a bad line for cheap ass tape. Okay, good, good. Okay, a little off spray there, but I don't care. Yep. Oh, get off there, you. Like, ta-da! There we go. Okay, nice. You see the wide, narrow, wide stripe pattern coming off. I'm gonna put it down so I can do it quickly now. And that, my friends, is a big red hoe. Now it's time to do the part you were looking forward to, getting the lights in here. Well, if you're one of those observant types and notice that my facial hair has changed, it's because this is actually a couple days later. As I started to play around with some of the leftover Christmas lights I had, I found out a lot were broken. So I got frustrated, I went like that, I calmed down, and then I went to Walmart where they sell 300 packs of red mini lights for around $9. They sell them with green wire. If you want the white wire, you have to sort of order and have it shipped to store, but that was free, so it's still a good deal. So now I'm gonna unpack these red lights and get going. Get this chair out there. I never loved you. All right, there are 2 packs of 150. To start off, I took 2 of these little pieces of wood. I think they're the garden stakes that I used. I used one garden stake to put behind it and just screwed it on just to give it a little more stability. And when I mount it, I took this little L bracket here. I'm going to take a garden stake, put it in like this, like that, and attach it to that after I pounded it into the ground. So that'll be a nice way to put it in the yard without causing a lot of upturn or taking up a bunch of grass. So anyway, time to put the lights in. I'm going to start from the bottom of the H just because I think that's going to be the easiest place to connect it to the outlet. And I'm just going to kind of zigzag my way through. The big thing is don't paint yourself into a corner, aka when you go through the H, make sure there's enough room to go back through the H because you're going to have to do it. The plot I'm going to kind of do is go up and down, and over like this, across. Fill in this section, go up, fill that top section, go up, fill that top section, and then I'm into the O and around. We'll see if it works. All right. Actually, let's test it out first. Yay, they light, but if they hadn't, I would have been really upset. Sticks further up because it gives me a little something to push against. See, as I'm zigzagging my way up to the top, I'm leaving this little path that I can get back through to get to the rest of them. Don't paint yourself into a corner. Think about where you're going. Uh-oh, and I just realized I left a light out. This happens. Be smart. Think about how you can get around it. I can just shuffle this one this way. No, that stays there. Hold on. You can shuffle this one over this way. If you have to change one of them, it's best to push up from the bottom because, at least in mine, they're in there so tightly, it'll just pull right out of the socket. There we go. Get out. Okay. Even non-professionals make mistakes. Mess one up again. It's okay. It's okay. Ease it out. And move it to the correct positioning. All right, and just like that, I'm done with the first strand. Now you may be saying to yourself, I'm still on the H and I'm already done with half of them. Well, yeah, it's intentionally that way. The H is just going to take more because it has more surface area than the O does to fill in. So, well, I thought it would fall out and it would look really cool, but apparently it's not. There we go. Get your other pack of lights and get going. Done. Alrighty, moment of truth. Let's see it work. Remove these sticks. I'm going to get my extension cord. And let there be light. Ta-da! Okay, I know it's probably hard to see right now because there's a lot of light in this room. I may follow up with it in the darkness. See? Nice! It's very bright, it's all laid out well, and it's a big red hoe. It's a hoe your whole family can enjoy. The whole neighborhood will love your hoe. I think I'm out of euphemisms, but it's brilliant, it's fun. See, it worked pretty well. The great thing about this is you can really do any sign you want to out of this stuff. If your name's the Johnsons, you can do a sign that says, Merry Christmas from the Johnsons. If you hate the Johnsons, you can do a sign that says, I hate you, Johnson, sign Santa. Anyway, point is, this is a great way to use up old Christmas lights, or an inexpensive way to do a project. 300 Christmas lights, that was like $9. This, if you buy the big sheet, ends up being about $5 a piece. If you buy the smaller sheets, it's about $9 a piece, but you're looking at about $20 for this project. If I did it again, the only change I'd make is maybe just making the holes a little bit larger. My fingers are feeling it because I really had to force it through. A bigger hole, they're going to fit just fine. They're not going to fall out. If they do, just put it back. Important thing is, you can do this. Enjoy Christmas, make some holiday crap, and enjoy your big hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas!